Good morning, St. John's. I'm going to cover two things in this morning's brief video. First, I want to say something about this coming Sunday, and then I want to say something briefly about the government shutdown and the general anxiety atmosphere that we're living in right now. So this coming Sunday is Youth Sunday. We're going to have a regular 8 a.m. service and then a combined 10 a.m., which means that there's no 9 or 11:15, just 10. And then at 5 o'clock, we have our Blessing of the Animals service in the church. So youth service. This originally was something that our young people did before they went on pilgrimage, the Journey to Adulthood class. But this year, Don Malloy, our Director of Children, Youth, and Family, and I decided that it would be better for all of us and the community and richer of an experience if we let the teens come back and lead us in worship after their pilgrimage, because that's where the spiritual growth and the connection between them happens. At that point, it's less of a, hey, let's support our teens so that they can go on pilgrimage, and more like, let's have these wonderful humans who have returned from a time of deep spiritual connection to come back and to lead us in worship and to support our spiritual growth. And so I'm inviting you to come this coming Sunday, make it a point to join us for the 10 a.m. service. And let's not think of this as us supporting our youth. Let's think of it as them supporting us in worship, because I guarantee you that's the kind of experience it's going to be. Let me say something briefly about the government shutdown and the general atmosphere in our country. I'm recording this week's video on Wednesday, which means that our country woke up this morning to the very definitive news of yet another government shutdown. This obviously impacts many federal workers, not just in the DMV and beyond, but at St. John's, who are facing another season of the unknown. I want to speak to you and just to say, you are not alone. You've got a church community, a church that has resources, first and foremost, to help you during this time. You are part of a church family. And so if you find yourself really having a hard time making ends meet, I want to invite you to just reach out to me, and we are here to assist you. The other thing I want to say to everyone else who's watching this video today, if you are living with just a general sense of anxiety and fear and alarm at what's happening in our country, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone in asking the question, what can we do? You're not alone in feeling frustrated and feeling like your hands are tied. We are part of the original no fear institution. So Jesus came and he walked this earth, and his message was, do not be afraid. And so by staying connected to our church community, not only are we not doing this alone, which we shouldn't be, but we are a part of a very prophetic movement that has, throughout history, there has been this culture within the church of speaking prophetically to society. And if we're going to figure this out, we're going to figure it out together as a church. And so I want to invite you to just know that you've got a place to land. You've got a place to bring your frustration and your fear. And you've got a place that not only understands, but is designed to speak prophetically to the system and to the society. And we are together going to find a way to move forward, and however we can to also help guide our local community in how to move forward. And so St. John's, the answer that we need right now is together. And that's what I want to invite you to lean into. So come on Sunday, not just for yourself, but as an act of resistance, and as yet again an affirmation of we will not be manipulated or bullied. We are connected to the original, generations long, millennia long, no fear institution. And that's where we will start, and that's where we will end. God bless you, St. John's. Hang in there. I'll see you on Sunday.